Good afternoon, ladies. Just wanted to pop on here and share a few differences between our regular line Ruby Ribbon and our special editions. Um, some of you may have noticed that when I'm doing your sizing, I'm not saying, get the Siren. I'm not saying get the Heritage. And that's simply because I want your first time in a cami or a demiette to be a good experience. Um, until you are used to, or if you're willing to watch videos to know how to get these a little more comfortable and how these will fit your body differently than, let's say, our core collection, which is lace full support, which is lace level 4, lace light support, lace, anything that says light support has no hugs. Second Skin has no hugs. Allure has no hugs. So level 4 and 5 are going to be your most hugs out of all the collections. So when you're looking at through the camis on the website, I know it gets confusing. Feel free to message me and go, hey Louise, I'm having trouble finding which ones you recommended. Before you go and order something I didn't recommend. Just simply because it could be a bad experience for your first experience if you don't know what style you're getting and what the characteristics of it are. But I'm going to show you some of the major differences between Heritage lineup, the Siren, and our regular core collection lineup. Major difference is, let me go ahead and pull out this Heritage Floral Meadow. I love this print. Do not get me wrong. I love this print. But I will say that, for your first time, it might be really tight. It fits differently. And I want y'all to know, this is my size. If there's some paper in there, I'll just let it fall. This is my size, but there is no way my girls are just going to fit in that breast pocket. So what I have to do on mine, because I don't want to size up 2 sizes or 1 size. I like it to be good and give me a good hug here, good hug in my upper back, and a good hug in my tummy. So I typically wear, most people would say, oh Louise, you need to go up 1 size. I like to prove them wrong, and I like the hugs. So, but it takes work. And you can kind of see with this Siren, I'm kind of bulging out. You can see a little bit of under boob right here, but I'm working on it. And it is as simple as putting your fist in here and just stretching it out. Don't use fingernails, because if you've got a sharp fingernail, you don't want to cause damage. But these will stretch out, ladies. So you just kind of work it, whether you're wearing it or you're not wearing it. So get with me if you're interested in, say, the Siren. The Siren has that firm fit and less breast pocket room than probably any of our camis. It also, I want you to kind of notice, see how it cuts in and to the middle here. Our normal camis will come up a little bit higher right here, and they'll come up right through here. So this is not exposed right there in our normal camis, and this comes further over more like so. That's how our normal camis fit. But the Athena and the Siren, they're cut to come in a little differently. They both can be crisscrossed in the back. So, but you can see just how much of a difference, me just stretching it, how much less I'm bulging over here versus here I'm bulging. And it's just, it takes patience and some stretching. But even so, the major difference between Heritage and, I forgot the Siren's name. The Siren is, they have surgical grade silicone dots at the waist, where it attaches to your skin. Another thing, ladies, you can see, I have it attached to my skin here. You put it under your panties, under your pants. You can, if you're wearing, soft fabric on your pants or your shorts, you know, you can put the cami over it. You know, it might hurt your silicone bands if you put it over pants. Just make sure there are no rough pants if you're going to do it. So, but these have the surgical grade silicone dotting. So it's a little different than what our normal lineup, our core collection, has this thick band of surgical grade silicone. So this is a lot more sticky, and it'll stick to your hips a little bit better. That's one major difference right there. The other major difference is the Heritage and the Siren. They run tight. They just do. So the camouflage and the meadow here, and you can see how pretty that meadow is. I love this print. Whether I love the cami or not, I mean, I've gotten to love it now that I've stretched it out to fit me, and now that I've gotten used to it. But, you know, at first it was like, I can't breathe. But you can literally take your camis. You know, the firmest they're going to be is when you first get them, but you can literally put your arms in here and stretch. So that's, you know, if you want to go extra firm on the Heritage and Athena. If you don't want to go extra firm, go one size up at least and get with me and let me send you a video of how to stretch. You know, but I work the tight ones so that I can wear the same size in all my camis. You know, and this one is, the Siren's just taking a lot more because there's not a lot of room for your breast to go in here. So I'm really stretching that fabric. And it's taken some time for me to do that. But I love the look of it. It's super sexy. It is what it's called, a Siren. Super sexy. And I love this one too. You know, the Heritage lace. I love the camo. Y'all have seen pictures of me in the camo. You know, but they're just, I wanted to point out those differences. So when you go to order, you know, if you're looking at even the demi-ettes, you know, the demi-ette difference, you have the silicone dots on Heritage and Siren. Yes. But you can see here, this is my size when I got my demi-ette. And I'm still working this demi-ette. If you're going demi-ette route in one of the Heritage, I fully recommend going a size up. Even if you like it tight like me, I really needed a size up in the demi-ette. Just because, you know, there's less room for the fabric to go because you've got, you know, it's shorter. So that's the difference there. Whereas our normal demi-ettes, let me hold up some other demi-ettes. See, they have the lace demi-ette. It has that silicone, surgical grade silicone backing in the bands all around the bottom of our lace demi-ette. Lace demi-ette is one of my favorite demi-ettes. If I'm wearing a demi-ette, 9 times out of 10, it's lace demi-ette or the ultimate demi-ette. And then of course here is the Heritage demi-ette. And this time I did go one size up in it, but I just haven't had the time to stretch the breast pockets in this one, so that's why I haven't worn it yet. And then Athena does have the surgical grade silicone band. And it is our regular line. But do you see what I'm talking about? It has that cut in, whereas our normal line would come more over here. So that's, you know, pretty much all your major differences. The only Heritage that I would say I would probably not size up in, because it's pretty loose on me already, and I didn't stretch it out, is the Heritage Sheer. So this is the Rouge, and we just came out with some new colors in the Heritage Sheer. So get with me if you want any Heritage cami or demi-ette. Let me double check your measurements to see which one you need to be in. But I love this Rouge. It feels, the fabric is just something different. It's very similar to the fabric in Athena, so it's super soft. But this one is my comfy cami. This is my, I sleep in this now since I got it all the time. It's my sleep in cami. Just because, you know, it's that soft fabric. It doesn't have, you know, it's wider at the hips on me. And y'all know I don't have hips, so you can kind of see how much wider that is at the hips there. And this one I did not size up on, and it fits just perfect straight out of the bag. Whereas, you know, our lace full support and, you know, ultimate cami, you're getting that surgical grade silicone. You're getting, they're very consistent in sizing. So, say I size you and I say, you know, lace cami. You're going to look for the lace cami that is a level 4 support. And I want y'all to know, none of this feels like Spanx. Unless you get one of these Heritage that you just get and you just throw it on right out of the package. And then you might be like, you know, I mean, I can still move and breathe, but it is much tighter than our normal lineup, level 4, level 5, lace, ultimate, nursing. It's just, this takes a little more stretching. So while the Siren is super sexy, it's super firm. So, and you can see, I mean, I've got great lift, you know, but I would, you know, I would like a little more coverage, and that's typically why I like our regular lineup over the Heritage, although the Heritage Camo does give me a lot of coverage. Once I got it stretched, that's one of my favorite camis. Because it does feel good and firm through here in my upper back. Hey, Heather. So, anyways, I just kind of wanted to give y'all the rundown on, you know, the major differences in our camis. And of course, you can, I did make a post where you can actually click on the different camis and it'll give short descriptions, but you can also go to byebyebras.com and go look. If you click on the actual cami or demiette, down at the bottom, there's a great description that just kind of says whether it is silicone dotted or the full. But if I did not recommend it for you, please double check with me on sizing, just so I know that it'll work for you. I buy every single style just so I can try it on and so I can give an honest, you know, opinion on everything. I think there's, so far, since August 2018, there's only been one cami that I didn't like, and we don't have it anymore. Same goes for leggings. You know, I have every pair of leggings, and so I know how they go. Our zip front sport demiettes, double check with me on those, and, you know, I mean, don't be afraid to ask me. Say, Louise, I really like this. Will this work for me? Because it may, I just may need to give you special instructions, kind of like how I was showing how I stretched that and I stretched this. But I'm used to stretching it. Even the lace full support, I have to stretch the breast pockets a little bit, but not as heavy duty as this one. This one is going to take more work. But it's beautiful. The Siren is actually super stunning. I feel super skinny in it because it's pretty firm. You know, another question that's come arise is the difference in our nursing cami and our ultimate cami. You know, yes, the clips are a major difference, but the ultimate cami, it is more, it has the same shelf here. A little less firm right here on the stomach, but it makes up for it down here in the lower back. Because the nursing cami does not have the lower back, it just has the upper back and a tight, firm stomach. Also, the nursing cami, I probably should have grabbed one for this demonstration. The nursing cami is less wide at the hips. They're the same length, but they're less wide at the hips. And so, like the ultimate cami, if I put it on, I've got a gap where it's like hanging, because I don't have the hips for an ultimate cami. So keep that in mind, and don't freak out over the nursing cami. It's my favorite cami. And many stylists will swear by the nursing cami, and customers. But yeah, any of them you want to try, feel free to ask all the questions.